Good morning, Debbie Bailey here, and I'm doing Essential Reflection for the day. Essential Reflections are a meshing of psychology and wisdom messages with essential oils, with the outcome being empowerment. And empowerment relies on reflection and self-awareness. Okay, these cards are my reflection cards, my wisdom cards. Love letters from Mashkikiwan. Mashkikiwan is Ojibwe for medicinal plants, and medicinal plants is where we get essential oils from. And I'll go through that as we progress through. So, choosing a card. Okay, and we have, obsession with perfection, self-judgment, and fear are barriers to an empowered life. Heal the emotional self and enjoy the journey. Love orange. So orange essential oil, which comes from the peel, by the way. All right. So the wisdom message, obsession with perfection. Are you obsessed with being perfect? Are you obsessed with self-judgment? Are you obsessed with fears? These are all barriers to an empowered life. So healing the emotional self and enjoying the journey. Love orange. Get out the journal and reflect on that. What does that mean for you? How does that resonate with where you are in your life right now? Okay. There's the wisdom message for reflection and intro the essential oil. So I've put a roller ball on this one because I use it all the time. Orange essential oils. And here comes the essential reflection part. So when you breathe in an essential oil, when you breathe in any aroma, your body has to figure out, is that smell indicating that there's a danger here? Or maybe it's a food source or connecting with someone that you love. I don't know, whatever. So your mind, you breathe that in and the essential oil goes up into the brain and it starts going through all of your past experiences and knowledge, everything that you've done up till now, because the body has to figure out what it knows about that aroma. And along the way, it will trigger your inner knowing to say, you need to be looking at this thought, this memory, this image, this mood. Because you're reflecting on this message, obsession with perfection, self-judgment, and fear are barriers to an empowered life. Heal the emotional self and enjoy the journey, right? So you're thinking that, that's kind of tucked in there in the brain, and then you breathe in the orange essential oil. 3 deep breaths. And something will be triggered. 99% of the time, something will be triggered. And what I have discovered is when it's not triggered, when I'm not getting anything, we start working at self-awareness and they are hugely blocked emotionally with emotional wounds and they don't want to go there, which the ego is saying, you are not ready to rip off that Band-Aid yet. Don't go there. It's going to be too emotionally painful. Don't do it. Or whatever. But generally, that's what the message is. Or that's what's when I don't get a memory that's triggered. But 99% of the time, something is triggered. And it's, oh, I am picturing XYZ. Oh, that's interesting. What does that mean to you? I don't know. Because sometimes the messages are really blatant in your face. Yep. Obsessed with self-judgment. Yeah, I'm like, I don't like how I look. Not achieving what I should be doing. I am not as good as the girl next door, the boy next door, the teacher, whatever. Okay. and you'll know right away, there's the work you have to do. Sometimes, because it only has the memories that's being triggered, it only has those that it can work with. Sometimes it has to be more indirect, and it will trigger a memory over here and say, I don't know what that means. Um, Interesting story. So orange. So I was doing an essential reflection with someone, and I can't remember what the oil was. It was not orange, and she breathes it in, and she says, "I smell orange." Okay, that does not smell like orange to me, but that's the memory that's being triggered. And I said, okay, so what does that mean to you? And generally, when people smell orange, what they express is that it reminds them of Christmas. So that's what I was expecting to hear. But I waited, and she says, okay, when I was a child, we had oranges, and I loved oranges, and I used to eat all the oranges, and I'd get in trouble for eating the oranges. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. Um, and then she said another story and another story. So her goal behind the essential reflection in the first place was find what's going on because of her weight. And we get whatever that oil was, but it triggered oranges, which triggered that memory. And as we peeled back the layers, we realized through her childhood, she was constantly being in trouble for eating oranges and salad. Like the list was like, these are all healthy foods, yet she was getting in trouble for it in some way. So the ego in protecting her with food, it just, 20, 30 years later, the impact that's having. Okay, so that's how an essential reflection works. And today's message is the obsession with perfection, self-judgment, and fears and their barrier. And I think the key word in that is obsession. That's intense. That's really like this is driving me. This is a daily thing. I'm obsessed with it. An obsession with anything is too much of anything is gonna right? So being empowered is about making conscious choices that are based on passion, purpose, beliefs, and goals. So when you can heal those emotional wounds that are holding you attached to something in the past, and you can heal them and let them go, then your body, mind, spirit can focus on passion, purpose, beliefs, and goals and walking your right path in its highest potential today. Okay, there we go. Love letters from Mashki Kiwan, Essential Reflections. Thank you very much, Orange. So for me, sitting with that and what is triggered for me, and that is my own personal work, and then I'll journal it and peel back some layers of that. Okay, so Essential Reflections, go to essentialreflections.online. You can click on the link and learn more about Essential Reflections and how they work, and you can have a free little mini reflection session with me. Um, there's also 21-day challenge and other resources that are available. Go to essentialreflections.online/challenges or /essentials. There's tons of information about wellness and about empowerment and about living your best life and getting toxins out and nature in. So there we go. Thank you very much, Orange. Take care. Have a great day. Stay well.